Hello and welcome to Hard Line Rugby, the channel focusing on rugby union in the Americas. Another full weekend of matches, round 6 was split evenly, with 3 matches each on Saturday and Sunday, with all games being intra-conference fixtures. This gave us the Battle of California, the skirmish in the south, and the rivalries of the northeast. This is the review of Major League Rugby 2021, round 6. Moved a few hours ahead due to dangerous weather forecasted, Atlanta welcomed New Orleans for the first meeting this season of the Southeastern teams. It was an almighty start for the home side, with Mitilagu scoring first out on the wing, before Van Voot was able to collect his own chip kick and score a 7-pointer, all within the opening 5 minutes. The Gold was able to score next when Dino Waldron was able to find a gap in Atlanta's defence to get a 7-pointer of his own. It took minutes for the Rattlers to respond, with Batista Ezcurra able to break the tacklers and extend his team's lead further. Not to be outdone, New Orleans muscled their way to Atlanta's try zone once more, before Waldron was able to peel off and get his second try. With a conversion, the deficit was down to 3 points. Although a penalty increased the cushion for Atlanta, it was the Gold that pressed again on Atlanta's try line. Using the pick and drive, NOLA sucked in enough defenders to allow Pat O'Toole to get a try, and with the conversion, the lead as well. However, NOLA conceded another penalty, and the lead, to have Atlanta lead by 2 at the break. At the start of the second half, Cam Dolan capitalised on a loose ball to get a 7-pointer, return the lead to New Orleans, and collect the try bonus point. Eager to rectify their points deficit, ATL was able to get back into the lead when Adrian Carelzi made the most of a quick penalty to score on the wing and tie everything up. Not settling to split the winnings, the Rattlers again attacked, and when a pass found Marno Redelingus, he found a gap and charged over for another try to give Atlanta a solid lead. NOLA could have had a losing bonus point as well, but they conceded another penalty and Carlezi's boot pushed the goal too far away. Disappointing for the men along the Mississippi, but a commendable performance from the Rattlers. LA returned home to the Coliseum as they hosted San Diego for the first installment of the Battle of California. It took less than a minute for the only undefeated MLR team to score, as John Ryberg was able to get his team's first try of the match. Angus Cottrell doubled his team's lead with a 7-pointer 2 minutes later, with Christian Paviden following up with one of his own. In 5 minutes, LA had a 21-0 lead. Soon enough though, San Diego was able to get themselves on the scoreboard, when Tavita Tamaleo was able to muscle over for the try. However, after Salve Totavosa was sent to the sin bin, and with a crossfield kick, DTH Van der Merwe was able to score the try, giving the Giltinis the try bonus point within 21 minutes of play. LA added to their try total through the driving maul, before Ryan Mateus was able to capitalise on the bouncing ball, giving the Legion something to cheer about. The cheers for San Diego were quickly silenced, as DTH Van der Merwe was able to get his second try seconds before half-time. The home team continued where they left off, with Sean McNulty running 50 metres to score 7 points. Amazingly, this would be LA's final try of the match. Both teams moved to defensive tactics to prevent further scoring, yet Bjorn Basson was able to score once more for San Diego. Another battering and bruising night for the Legion. The Giltinis, however, continued their impressive winning streak onwards. Houston visited the Zions Bank Stadium, with both teams looking to get back into the win column. The Sabercats pounced first, with Sam Windsor the first to capitalise on a blocked kick and get his team on the scoreboard with a try. It was soon followed up with the line break, and Nick Boyer adding a 7-pointer to give Houston 12 points in 5 minutes. It didn't take long for the Warriors to strike back, as Joe Mano was able to score a try on the wing minutes later. Soon the combination work of Mika Kruse and Mikey Teo gave the co-captain his first try of the match, and with a conversion, the lead as well. Less than 10 minutes later, Teo got his second, shaking off tacklers as he approached the try line. Teo was once again instrumental in Utah's next try, as his run and offload gave Mika Kruse the chance to score again, and earned Utah a try bonus point. At 30 minutes, it was time for Houston to get back to scoring. Fly half Robbie Povey was able to dance towards the try line and get his team the score. Not to be outdone, Utah worked to push Houston back with a superb catch by Michael Vasquez, gave him the chance to run in and add to Utah's total before half-time. The second 40 began with another joint effort from Teo and Cruze. After Teo was high-tackled, Cruze was there for the offload and gave another try for the Warriors. However, 2 minutes later, a lapse in judgment made Utah give too much space in defence, and Robbie Povey cashed in on the opportunity to earn Houston a try bonus point as well. 10 minutes later, Houston's deficit was reduced further as driver Moore gave Adrian Boyason the try, bringing the Sabercats within 4 points. Yet it was Utah that scored next, utilising the driving Moore from the lineout to add another try to their impressive total on the night. A later penalty took them 14 points clear of the Sabercats. Just before the end of the match, a missed pass gave Houston one last bite of the cherry, with Robbie Povey dotting down for his hat-trick and giving the visitors a losing bonus point. An intense game with a total of 93 points scored, but the victory goes the way of the Warriors. The 2019 semi-finalists renewed their rivalry as Toronto headed to New Jersey to face New York's challenge. Luke Hume got the home team on the scoreboard first after a pass to the wing allowed him to dot down the ball in the corner in the 3rd minute. 12 minutes later, Toronto were able to get their first try as Joaquin Tuculet was able to sprint past defenders and even hit the post on his way to a 7-pointer. It was only minutes later when New York were caught napping, as Taylor Adams kicked cross-field to allow Manuel Montero to score a try in the corner. A few minutes out from the end of the half, Montero was able to split the defence and get his second try, giving the visitors a 19-5 lead at the break. 5 minutes into the second half, a clearing kick was blocked by Mike Shepard, who then fell on it in the try zone. With no TMO to confer with, the try was given and the Arrows had achieved their try bonus point. The Roosters brought their subs into the game, and it wasn't long before former All Black Andrew Ellis was able to cross the line and get his team's second try of the match. However, it was only minutes later when Ben Lesage was able to break the line once more and pass to Gaston Mires on the wing, who got the try to restore the points difference for the Arrows. Indiscipline set in for New York as they conceded 2 penalties that turned into kicking opportunities for Taylor Adams, who slotted both before an impressive steal from Tommy De La Vega in the scrum set up Manuel Montero for his 3rd try of the game, the first hat-trick in Arrows history. The Arrows added salt to the wounds of defeat as Ben Lesage was able to get within inches of the try line before Jason Higgins was able to collect and score for the final try of the match. The Roosters were completely undone by their lacking discipline and defensiveness, as the Arrows have now ended 2 games in a row scoring more than 50 points. At Segra Field, 2 of the 2020 expansion teams faced each other for the first time, as DC welcomed New England. The visitors got the scoring started as a kick-through was met with a rush by Dougie Fife to give the team 5 points, with 2 more coming from the conversion. However, it was mistakes and indiscipline from the Free Jacks that allowed Old Glory to get back in the game, as penalties gave Jason Robinson the chance to kick for points and get DC back within 1 point. A cynical foul took New England down to 14 men, and utilising the man advantage, Danny Tusitala was able to snipe over the line to DC's first try. The man advantage gave the home side a strong edge, as they opened pockets in the defence, and Mike DeBollis scored his own try only minutes later. With momentum on their side, Old Glory applied pressure once more, and even with the Free Jacks restored to full strength, they were unable to prevent Mike Sosini-Fanga from scoring just before the half-time whistle. The half-time break had improved New England's focus, while DC suffered. First DC conceded a penalty, and then they had a man sent to the sin bin. It took mere minutes for the Free Jacks to score, as they repeated the same tactics as their first try, with Dougie Fife collecting the kick-through and scoring a 7-pointer. Although DC had been able to add a penalty to their point tally, it was New England with the next try, as Harry Barlow scored in the corner to give the Free Jacks 8 points behind the hosts. However, they were unable to add to their points total, with Osei Kalinisau scoring on the wing. DC put the game out of reach. The conversion didn't matter. New England had been trampled over by Old Glory. The former champions, Seattle, were welcomed at Bowl Stadium by an Austin team looking to add to their most successful season to date. The Gilgronis' defence held out strong before the Seawolves conceded a penalty that was well within Mac Mason's kicking range. However, the defence couldn't hold off forever, and soon enough Ross Neal was able to break the line and get the first try of the game. It wasn't long before Austin were able to return to the lead, with Isaac Ross able to cross over the try line for his first try. Penalties apiece kept the score difference the same, before Houston broke the line and Zizan Elenputic scored Austin's second before halftime. Austin began the second half how they ended the first, with a try from Elenputic. This time was entirely a solo effort as he ran 75 metres to dot down in the corner. The Gilgronis poured over the seawall, even as referee Luke Rogan took a tumble, with Isaac Ross getting a 7-pointer and his second of the game. With 10 minutes left, Seattle emptied the tank against Austin's impressive defence until captain Rekert Harting was able to improve the seawall scoreline. But the game wasn't over yet, and Austin defence changed to attack, with Christian Osberg charging through the seawall to claim Austin's 5th try of the night. With the clock in the red and the game won, Austin could have kicked into touch. Instead, Ned Hodgson took a flying opportunity and was rewarded with the last try of the match. Seattle remain at the bottom of the Western Conference, while Austin now have more victories than their 2018, 2019 and 2020 seasons combined.
Yeah, how's it feel down there with the crowd? I know you did the game earlier, Todd. No crowds. How's the atmosphere having people in the Coliseum?
Oh, each of these line breaks and they're coming through again. What a start and what another beautiful try. The crowd is on their feet and they are pumped for this. This is great.
And it's Poitevin this time. Well, the back rowers are having a field day here.
Different route out to the backs with a little wraparound play, but back inside to DGH off his wing. Something he does so well, and back into Poitevin, right under a really well-worked play.
These are my predictions for round 7. What are your predictions for round 7, and what was your favourite match of round 6? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification to stay up to date on all the videos for Hard Line Rugby. As always, my name is Stuart, and thanks for watching.